Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of our best of 5 Rainbow Cup battles against my friend LindenRyu. We're going to get into the battles straight away. Here's round 1. I'm going to open with Blastoise, sunglasses of course. He opens with Venusaur. Bad matchup for me, so I'm going to switch into Charizard here. Get some energy up, in comes Lantern. This is a water gun Lantern, so it's going to be pretty effective against our Charizard. I get off a Blast Burn, chunk down that health a little bit. I think maybe I can get to one more Blast Burn, but he gets to the Thunderbolt first. That's okay, we're going to let Charizard go down, and we're going to bring out Scizor. Now, obviously Fortress is the premier Bug-type Pokemon in this cup, but I wanted to give some other Bug types their shine. Scizor can be a viable option. In comes Charizard. I go for the switch a couple of times, but I'm pretty late there, as you can see. Back in comes Venusaur. We're going to shield here, as it's our only chance to maybe pull out a victory. Linden does have 2 shields, though, so he's probably going to be just fine, especially considering how fast Frenzy Plant charges up and how slow Ice Beam is in comparison. As expected, he does shield the second Ice Beam. In comes a Frenzy Plant, and we are shields down. In comes Scyther with barely any life at all. We got off a Bug Buzz to take down that Venusaur, and that finishes round 1. Round 2, I open Tentacruel. He opens with Venusaur. As we know, the poison typing is effective against Venusaur to a degree, but we do have to watch out for those Frenzy Plants. And speaking of, I shield the first Frenzy Plant and get some energy up. I swap into Venusaur to try to absorb the second Frenzy Plant, and we succeed in doing that. We're going to Vine Whip for a minute here, and then he goes for a charge move. I think it's a Sludge Bomb, and it is. I go for my own Sludge Bomb, but he makes his own switch into Charizard. Expecting the same, he does shield his Charizard, protect it. I get to a Frenzy Plant, but as we know, this is not a favorable matchup for my Venusaur. I come in with Tentacruel. He is able to get off another charge move, which is Blast Burn. It does hurt pretty bad. I return the favor with the Sludge Wave, which he does not block. We're 2-2, but he has the shield advantage. Out comes Venusaur. I think I can fast move it down, but it actually ends up defeating Tentacruel. He hits my Typhlosion with the Frenzy Plant, and depending on what comes in, we'll decide the match, and it's Lantern. Very good team comp on Linden's part. As we know, Blast Burn is going to get shielded, and Linden takes match 2. Don't worry though, we're going to try to mount a comeback here in round 3. I open Venomoth. He goes with Quagsire as his opener. Couple of confusions here, trying to get to the Silver Wind. As you know, got to watch out for that Stone Edge. Speaking of, I get off a Silver Wind here and chunk down that Quagsire's health. 3 more confusions, Quagsire goes down. Whatever comes in next is catching a Silver Wind, and it's Fortress. We get the boost. I'm going to go for another Silver Wind here and see how much damage we can do. Because Venomoth has the boost, I don't think it's worth it to pull him out. We do take that Heavy Slam and Venomoth falls. That's okay. He's done a great job. Out comes Azumarill. He switches into Venusaur, obviously a great counter. I switch into my own Venusaur. He has the energy advantage, but I have a little bit of health advantage. We're going to go here for the shield bait with the Frenzy Plant, and we get the shield. Now, he's going to go for another Sludge Bomb, obviously, but we get to ours first. We shield this up here and block the Frenzy Plant, but he overcharged and hit us with double Frenzy Plants. Very, very tricky on Linden's part. Very good strategy. We'll definitely use that going forward. We're going to take this Heavy Slam from Fortress, and we're going to unleash the Play Rough on Fortress to win the match. Going in round 4, he's up 2. I've won 1 match. I lead with Quagsire. In comes Raichu with the Flower Crown. He's going to hit me with the Brick Break. I learned from our previous matches that he does like to shield bait with that, so I'm going to be careful with my shields, especially against an opener situation against Raichu. I bring out Charizard to counter his Venusaur. We block the Sludge Bomb. In comes Blast Burn. Oh, no. Venusaur fainted first. We're going to Blast Burn this Raichu. He does shield. We know Raichu is very squishy, and you do have to protect it. In some matchups, it can be favorable against Charizard, especially when you use Wild Charge, which he just did. We shielded that and returned the favor with Blast Burn. In comes his own Charizard. We do have a slight energy advantage, I think, but he gets to his Dragon Claw first and takes down our Charizard. Out comes Quagsire. He hits us with a Dragon Claw, and I'm going to go for this Earthquake and hope that it's enough. Not quite. We get to an Acid Spray, though, and we finish off that Charizard with a blast of Grape Jelly. Round 5. This is the tiebreaker here. I lead Witch Hat Raichu. He goes with Charizard. I only have one move on this Raichu, which is Wild Charge. He does get to his charge move first. He goes for the Dragon Claw, and I return the favor. We take down that Charizard, but he still has preserved his shield lead. I'm going to throw a Wild Charge at this Venusaur and see how much damage we can do. We do take a significant chunk, and he's going to bring down our Raichu. I have two good options here, Venomoth and Charizard. I decided to go in with Charizard. He swaps quick to Lantern. We're going to fire off that Blast Burn, though, and try to draw the shield, which we do. It's 1-to-1 shield situation. That Water Gun is actually putting in a lot of work on Venomoth. He hits us with a Thunderbolt, but we're going to shield that to protect ourselves. In comes the Silver Wind. He uses his final shield to block that. I'm trying to get to another Silver Wind, but he gets to his Thunderbolt first. Down goes Venomoth. It's now Charizard versus Lantern. We all know this is not a great matchup for us. I go for a last resort Blast Burn to take it down, and in comes Venusaur with the Charge Energy. Frenzy Plant for the win. If you like these videos, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.